Good morning everyone, welcome back to the Hearthstone ladder. My name is Rooster and this is Cthulhu Dragon Priest. That Cthulhu sounded a lot stranger than I intended it to, but that's fine. So this deck is based on a deck I saw, I think it was Strifegro play at the start of this month. I think his version contained a Chill Maw, which I replaced with a Forbidden Shaping. Mostly because I have a Golden Forbidden Shaping and I would really like to play it. And second of all, I don't have a Chill Maw. And third of all, Forbidden Shaping actually serves a pretty nice purpose in this deck, which is filling the void of where your curve goes a little awkward. So yeah, it does what it needs to do. Right here, I'm tempted to keep the Twilight Guardian, although against the priest, I actually want to keep the Cthulhu's Chosen instead. I think let's just keep both of the Cthulhu guys and see if we can make this work. I don't think that's entirely unreasonable.
Greetings.
The Priest Mirror is not something I expected when I started this match, though. I've tested this deck a little bit, and it seemed to be quite okay. Surprisingly, actually. Priest has been getting a lot of flack for being basically the worst class on the ladder right now, and I am willing to believe that. My chair is just not cooperating today, I'm sorry. Let's start the excitement of the Priest Mirror. It ain't that great. I will coin out the Cthulhu's Chosen though next turn, if unless of course that happens. I am perfectly fine with discipling this. The deck might suffer sometimes when it doesn't draw its dragons, but it is playing enough of them that I don't feel particularly worried here. I was thinking of including something like an Nefarian or something, but the Forbidden Shaping has been good for me in the past few games. So not too incredibly worried here. Are we going for the Cthulhu's Chosen? I think we are. It's not amazing here, but none of my options are particularly amazing, and this should let us get rid of the Elise next turn, unless he heals it, of course, but... So, expecting my opponent to play more of a control-heavy priest, which might mean we're in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see about that. He can discover something. If he doesn't heal, then I think that's pretty good for us, though I'm basically expecting him to right now. Would be nice if we top-deck the dragon, I think. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? So this is a very decent answer, because trading the Museum Curator for a Divine Shield is going to turn out pretty well for him. Am I too upset about that? Not really. Are we casting a Forbidden Shaping for 5 here? Perhaps for 6? I don't really like it, but I don't really have a lot of good options here. I could just trade the Divine Shield for damage on that. How's that? It would preclude him from trading the 1/2 into the shield, so that's actually kind of okay. Would we still Forbidden Shaping? I think we're just shaping for 5.
I got it.
That's not awful. That means I'm probably going face here, though. Sure, I'm okay with this. Excuse me, well, my chair... Let me shut up about my chair right now. So our opponent could have something like a board wipe here, which would kind of suck, I will admit. Shadow or Death on that is entirely fine, though. That is one of those down. If I could only just top deck a dragon now, that would be great. Oh, that's yeah, just what the doctor ordered. I don't mind that one bit. There we go. Anything else right now? No. I think we're fine like this. Okay, so 5/4s. Our opponent has already used 1 Shadow or Death. He really doesn't want to entomb this because it's probably pretty useless for him. Holy Fire, that's an interesting card. Now there's an interesting card that I wasn't expecting when I queued up today. I think I really don't want to run Bran into. I was thinking I could go Bran into Twilight Guardian, which would bring the Twilight Guardian to 4 attack, which is good against Priest, but the downside obviously being that Bran now gets stolen, and I really don't want to have that happen. We could see if we can lure out something like a Shadow Word Pain first, maybe just let this get stolen. I don't like that either. Let's just play the Twilight Guardian here and see if it gets pained. That is going to be pretty good for our opponent, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Yeah. That might be a thing that happens, and that's unfortunate, but I can't really play Bran here. And I can't really play any 2-attack guys either. That's actually really ugly. Chances of him having one of those is just way too big. Feels bad. Feels bad. Maybe I should play the Twilight Whelp and then see if he steals that one. That's actually the least valuable thing in my hand right now. No offense, little guy, but beyond turn 1, you're just not what I'm looking for right now in a dragon. Okay, well that's fine with me. Can we get rid of that this turn? We cannot, but am I really that scared of it right now? Not really. Not really. Let's draw a card. Yes, let's draw a card. See if we get anything useful here. I don't hate the Cthulhu's Chosen here, actually. I could coin that out. That means I can't coin the Cthulhu, but that's probably okay. He's able to kill this by bumping it into it and then healing it, but that's probably okay. If he has Circle of Healing, he also kills that thing, although he can hero power this first, of course. That's a little bad. I guess we don't. I guess we don't. The coin is worth more. He can't easily get rid of this, so that's okay-ish. It would be kind of bad against Circle of Healing right here. Cthulhu's Chosen, so yeah. And any deck running Alkanized Soul Priest will be running Circle of Healing. So I don't think it's too bad to play around that. Let's see what our opponent does here. Okay, that's a card. Let's see what we do against that. He's bumping it into there, that's fine. That's a good top deck. I don't mind that one bit. And do we go for the Cthulhu's Chosen here? I think we do. It still costs him a hero power and the Soul Priest, so I guess that's fine. Not particularly in love with it, but it's okay. And I'll sell for okay today. Sure. Don't have a Shadow Word Death anymore, but what does a Control Priest play that really requires a Shadow Word Death? I guess an Azoth might be a problem, but I haven't seen any other Death Rattle minions. Could be a Ruse, though. You really want to trade that? Yes, you do. I'm pretty confident you do. He's gotta be prepared for the Cthulhu here. Let's see if we can lure out a steal. I think we can. Let's see if he has a Soul Priest, so we can drop the Bran afterwards. Just dropping some things on the board here. Luring out the Shadow Word Pains and the Cabal Shadow Priests. Oh, well, that's unexpected. I'll say that's unexpected. Well, he's not necessarily a Dragon Priest, actually. If we can entomb that, that's very unlikely for us to top deck that one, though. It's very unlikely for us to kill that too, so I guess that's a boatload of trouble. Let's just draw a card, see what we get. Oh, well, that's something, sure. I'll take that. I wasn't expecting it, but if it's given to me, then I'll take it, sure. That's one of the better cards for us to entomb in the first place, too. Actually, we don't really have any dragons we want to bring out, but it's still a 12/12. That's not unreasonable, right? So do we Cthulhu next turn? There's a question. I don't think we do, but if he's not removing this, then I don't know whether he has any decent answers. We could just flood the board here too. I don't know about that. Do we want to draw some cards first? Perhaps we do. What's the real danger in flooding the board here? It's basically something like double excavated evil. Would actually kind of suck. Double excavated evil would kind of suck. I don't know whether that's worth playing around though. Let's just go for it. Oh, can we please? Hello. Thank you. So the new patch has just rolled out, and there might be some strange stuff going on. So double board wipe is pretty much what he needs here. So either a Holy Nova plus Auchenai Circle, or at least an Auchenai Circle. What is he? Auchenai Circle, Holy Nova, Auchenai Circle, Excavated. Yeah, that's basically as expected, but what were you? Okay, so there's the circle. That's fine, that's fine. I was basically expecting that. So do I Cthulhu now? Oh, Cthulhu is a 12/12. He's gotta have an Entomb at this point, right? I don't know. Did I really have to go for that? I didn't have to, but I felt like it. That might have lost us the game though. He will have an Entomb for this one. If we deal 12 to his face right now, can we still win? I don't know whether we can still win. Let's try. If he doesn't have it, then he loses, I guess. There's something to be said about that. If he didn't have the double board wipe, then he would have lost too. So I don't think it's unreasonable to go for it, but I could definitely be wrong about that. There's not an Entomb. Okay. That's something. He's healing. Alright. Alright, that's something. He's not... Is he dead? Let me think. No, he's not dead, but he's pretty close. We've got 2 damage to face, that means 16... Oh, he's actually dead. Okay. Because this is 14. And that is lethal. Alright. Well, I did not expect to win that one, but with the delays, jeez. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty satisfying, I will say. Yeah, that was a nice game. That was definitely a nice game. And there are definitely outs there, so... that also goes to show why priests might struggle in some situations. You really need to draw your answers at the right time, or you're just generally SOL, I guess. Alright. So yeah, as I was saying, a new patch has just rolled out. Something about a new shaman hero, something about a recruit a friend feature, a couple of very small changes. I wonder whether when we'll see the first shaman heroes pop up, because as I've understood, it is unlocked by having... Are we keeping the disciple? I think we're keeping the disciple. We could also go for a 1-drop, which is not entirely unlikely, but chances of getting something better than a disciple is not... That's not a big chance for us, so I think we'll go for this one. Could be up against an Aggro Paladin, of course. Could be up against something faster than that. I think in case we're facing an Aggro Paladin, we'll just play the Nurture Cleric here. Is that No, that means if he's Control Paladin, he can't hero power for the next few turns, so that's okay.
The light protects me.
And seems like he's an Aggro Paladin, which is entirely okay with me. Can't really play that one. We're always knocking off the Divine Shield. And I think we're going with the Beckoner of Evil here, although the Wormrust Agent is definitely not out of the question. But I think getting the board here is going to be more important than drawing the card or keeping the Cleric at full health. Well, definitely an aggressive Paladin here. So I'm glad we used the Cleric there, because we're not going to be too worried about our amount of cards right now, I think. Can't clear out the Murloc, but I guess that's okay for now. We'll just hit it in 2 turns, that's fine. If he hits the Disciple, then that's also okay with me. A War Leader would be a little unfortunate, but I guess we can actually not get rid of that right now. Those 2 we can deal with, though. So, oh, that's actually... Well, we have a Holy Nova, so that's going to be okay, unless he has some health buffs coming up next turn. Let's draw a card. I don't particularly like it right now, but it's not... Well, I guess we can kill this, although it's going to get a little ugly. Do we want to play a 1/4, though? I don't really like that too much. Let's just go for... I don't like this either. What's a 1/4 going to do, though? Not really anything. Let's just heal this and see how fast it goes. Unless he has a health buff here, I'm not incredibly worried. But he could definitely have that, and that would be troublesome. He does not, though, so... Oh, he might still. He might actually still. No, he does not. Okay, that's good. Just drawing 3 cards with Divine Favor, that's acceptable. We did not draw any cards with the Nurture Cleric. And he even traded. Okay, well, that's probably okay with me. Did we already play 2 Cthulhu minions? We did, so Veclor is going to be pretty sweet. This turn, however, do we want a Holy Nova here? I don't really. Actually a decent chance that he'll play some small stuff. Again, if we get a Cold Light Seer, is that a Cold Light Seer? I think it is. I can never remember. I can never remember the names of those Murlocs, but it's probably what he should do at this point. We've got the Holy Nova coming up for next turn, and then the Veclor after that. He's taking it really slowly here. That's very careful. I don't blame him, but that's really careful. We could just Shadow or Death that. That seems awful. Let me think. We can steal one of those. I'm a little scared right now. What's he gonna have? I don't think it's going to be an anything deck, but I'm really confused. Let's just steal a Murloc and see how it goes. I am just incredibly confused here. But perhaps he's playing around our Twilight Darkmenders or something, or he's probably putting us on some kind of board wipe, because we didn't play anything, and his board wasn't too impressive. But he kind of has to deal with our board right now, so I guess that's kind of okay with this. Okay, well, I guess I know what's coming up now. Can we still... Well, if he trades into the Ocanine, and that's actually going to be a little awkward for us. But I don't know whether he can actually resist the temptation of going face here. And he's even trading into that thing, wow. In that case, we might actually... we're still using Veclor here, aren't we? We're pretty much always using Veclor here. He's playing it really slowly, which I kind of admire. But this should hold the fort nicely enough. He pretty much needs a War Leader to deal with this. And that means, well, he's still getting some hero power value, which is a bit of a shame. But I can't really hold it over there. Yeah, and he has to clear this or I'll clear out his Murloc Knight, so that's good. As long as he doesn't get anything terrible out of his hero power right now. I guess I'm kind of okay, even a Boar Leader would take down most of his board right now. Ooh, did not expect that one. I guess that has to die. Let's see. Let's see what happens. That's a pretty cute deck. Oh my gosh, that needs to die. What do we get now? It could be worse. I can at least clear them as long as he doesn't trade, and he doesn't have the greatest trade right here. Ooh, that's something. Well, I guess we have 8 mana, so we can Shadow Word Death and Holy Nova, and that's going to be pretty disgusting, actually. We kind of want to get rid of this, although the Murloc Knights are also kind of ugly. We cannot get rid of all 3. In that case, which one are we more scared of right now? Well, we could entomb this one, don't like that right now. So I guess we do this, we do this. We'll live with... I guess we'll live with the Murloc Knights for now. I don't know about that. I guess we do. We can deal with one of them, I think. Which one's going to be more dangerous though? I don't know. I'll hazard a guess here. I don't know what to do about this. I am still using the Holy Nova, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, mostly because it also heals my guys, which is actually really useful right now. So sure. Alright, Mr. Paladin, let's see what you got. He has to trade his Murloc in right now. That's a little disappointing, but sure. Yeah, here comes the Flood. Okay, that's a bunch of Divine Shields. That's a little awkward. Maybe I should have killed this. I probably should have. You don't include this in your deck if you don't have a bunch of dudes to buff with it. Are we drawing a card? Oh, actually, he has a taunt. That's really awkward. Not much we can do about that though. So I guess we could actually entomb the taunt. Ain't that awful? Let's draw a card. See if we get a better option. Not really. If we entomb the taunt, at least we can kill this, so that seems awful. I don't want to give him more value out of that, though. I guess we have to. Okay, so I should have definitely... I can entomb that, though. Would that be better than entombing the taunt? I guess it is. Sure. I don't like doing this. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? That taunt is not going to be too easy for him. He's already used the Sea Giant. We still got our second Holy Nova. Oh my gosh. Second Divine Favor, alright. Can we outlast him here? I don't know. We've got some taunts in hand, at the very least, so that's okay. But I don't know about this. That's really ugly. That's some nasty stuff right there. We've got some good stuff coming up, though. We've got some pretty good stuff coming up. And if the second Holy Nova hits, it'll hit hard. Second Holy Nova's really good. That card ain't bad. That card ain't half bad. Not exactly what we're needing right now, but I guess I'll heal for 10, sure. And just play some taunts, I guess. We'll just play some taunts. This one's not particularly impressive, although I guess this one... Neither is this one. Do we want to play this first? No, we don't, because it won't have taunt in that case. I guess we kind of want to play this first, then. We can wait a little bit. Don't want to play the Twilight Whelp here, though. But let him hit face if he wants to. Sure. I will allow him to hit my face this turn. Let's see if this works. Yeah, there's the War Leaders. Oh, so things can still get kinda ugly. But he'll have to trade that one in, at least. Oh, but Holy Nova doesn't clear that. That is actually... oh my gosh. Ouch. Okay, so both War Leaders out now, so if I can get a Spell Power Holy Nova here, then I can still live. But that's pretty much gotta be it. And even then, ouch. Okay, nice slow roll there. I think we're dead. Well, we're pretty much dead, right? I actually think we're just dead, right? Yeah. That is game. 18, 23, 30 damage. Yep, that's game. Oh well. Wow. Quite the slow roll there. I think I messed up my resolution there. Give me a second. We'll just go into queue and then change it. Nothing can go wrong with that, right? Was not expecting... Well, I don't know what I wasn't expecting there, to be quite fair. Sorry about that, by the way. Oh, can we please... I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that. Okay, here we go. It's actually too bad that you couldn't catch the queue timers. They were actually quite insane, like 39 minutes queue time or something. It's pretty crazy.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
I think last patch also fixed the borders of Liadrin and the other guy. What's the other guy called again? Khadgar. Yeah. So that's also pretty nice. Let's see if we can get another nice start against the Paladin. Because I don't think we were doing too bad. Probably misplayed a little bit. I don't know. Any turn he has a couple minions out on the field and drops double War Leader. That's going to be really hard to clear. I don't hate this right now. He can get a Divine Shield on some minion, but I guess that's okay. For example, Abusive Sergeant would be a little annoying. A Direwolf Alpha, perhaps. I'm not sure what to expect from a deck like this, but it's okay. And we can easily get rid of this board right now, so I'm pretty excited about that.
This way.
That always feels good. Something I haven't considered is casting Forbidden Shaping for 0. We can actually just get a 1/1 for that, so it's basically a Wisp. And that could actually be worth it against an aggressive Paladin deck. Maybe we should get that out of our hand just as soon as possible. As soon as we've got any reasonable amount of mana left over, we should probably dump that, yeah. I kinda don't want to draw a card here, but gotta just cycle it, I guess. Are we going all in? I think we're going all in, guys. Forbidden Shaping for 2 or Forbidden Shaping for 1? I think we're Forbidden Shaping for 1. Absolutely. Let's just go for it. Wait. Oh, that's Forbidden Shaping for 2, of course. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just get those cards out of your hand. I don't have a dragon anymore. That's actually a mistake. Well, okay, yeah, that is a mistake. Not all of those decks are running Consecrate, and it doesn't absolutely wreck us, so I guess it's still okay-ish, but yeah, that wasn't pretty. We are still in okay shape, though, and I think we are facing an aggressive Paladin deck. We have to be facing an aggressive Paladin deck. We've got board control. We're not letting him get any value out of his Divine Favor, so I think we're winning. I shouldn't have dropped both of the Dragon Whelps, though, because I really want to get this taunt on the Twilight Guardian to work. But it's still not unreasonable. There's still plenty of dragons in our deck. There's the second Twilight Guardian, double Azure Drake. I guess that's actually it. Did I not realize that before? I should probably try and fit another... I should probably try and fit another thingamajig in. Another dragon. Yeah, that's what it's called. So... I wasn't expecting that card. That's really awkward. Draw a card first. I guess we're drawing a card first. Sure. Let's see what we get. That's not a bad card. Sure, I'll go with that one. Do we want to kill something? I think we want to kill something. Yeah, sure. Absolutely we want to kill something, just because it's free. Let's grab that board control. Yeah, so the Peacekeeper is not a card you're basically expecting in an aggressive Paladin deck, although I guess it's something to play on 3. It sort of works. Here's to hoping he doesn't play Blood Knight. That is actually not uncommon to be seen in decks like that. Okay, there's a Blessing of Kings, so I guess we're entombing that next turn. Especially if he's going face. Especially if he's going face. That is probably reasonable, although... What are we expecting from him? Not really too much. I'm perfectly fine with this. Let's do it like this. There we go. We're dealing more damage to him than he's doing to us, so... and we've got a taunt coming up, especially if we draw another dragon. Yeah, so I have to trigger those with the Azure Drake, I guess. Really now? Really now? Well, that's unexpected. Well, that's unexpected. All right. Mistakes were made, I guess. Let's trade this one. We can kill it at least. So that's something. We can still draw a card. He might not even be a Divine Favor deck in that case. That's actually ridiculous. Sure. Let's go for this one. He can't one-hit that one. He can't consecrate. Well, I guess he can consecrate and clear this, but in that case, we do have double Nurture Cleric to draw out of it. Sure. Let's go for the double Nurture. If he's running Equality, then I guess he's got us. Did not expect that. Could be some kind of mid-range Paladin actually. That's not that unlikely. Huh. If it's some kind of mid-range Paladin, that's actually really awkward. But we can draw some cards here. That's okay. We can absolutely draw some cards here. And everything will be peachy. Is that what we need right now? I guess it works. We can just go face, can't we? Don't really like that too much, though. Let's start drawing our card first. I think it's not unreasonable to trade this here. Just get rid of his minions, draw my card first, see what we get, and go for the taunt because it's really... Oh, I wasn't expecting the taunt. I guess I was expecting the taunt and I shouldn't have, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go for this one. Because we did draw a dragon, so this still works next turn. That's fine. That's fine. What would I have played if I didn't draw a dragon? I think I would have just gone for Blackwing Corruptor face, right? Yeah. So there's the Divine Favor. We actually did draw some cards, but he's Divine Favoring for 1, so that's going to be a little awkward. What's he casting on his own face here? Holy Light. Well, if he's playing Holy Light and Divine Favor in the same deck, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong here. Not sure what it is, but there has to be something wrong here. Can we kill him right now? No, we can't. In that case, do we want a Holy Nova? The answer is no. Let's draw some cards in that case. He's used 1 Divine Favor. Will he play 2? He might play 2. Can we do anything about that? No. Okay, we want to heal this. You just draw your cards with Divine Favor. It's fine with me. We've got a Cthulhu coming up for next turn. Excellent. That's not a bad draw. That is actually not a bad draw. Let's go and kill these.
I wield the power.
Just clear away the minions and we'll be fine. No matter what he attacks, basically. Basically keeping the Twilight Guardian safe from Consecrate here, which is still a card that might be in his deck. Would he run double Consecrate in a deck like that? I don't know. Okay, next question. Does Cthulhu kill him? I think that's a pretty big yes at this point. There we go. Okay, well, that wasn't unreasonable. He did surprise us with that Tyrion a little bit. I will say I wasn't expecting that one. But with only one Shadow Word Death and only one Entomb in the deck, you just have to make your choices sometimes, and yeah, that was really unexpected. But dealt with it sufficiently, I'd say. Played around Divine Favor from the start, which I think is absolutely correct, although we definitely should have kept the Whelp to activate our Twilight Guardian. So that's a tiny little mistake, which we did not get punished for, so that's pretty good. Against a Rogue, do we want to keep Twilight? No, you don't have any activators, so we don't want to keep that. Keeping Twilight Whelp, even against a Rogue, it's fine. It does put some pressure on them starting turn 1, so not unreasonable. I am hoping to draw into a 2 or a 3, basically. That would be nice.
Greetings.
Alright, let's see. Could still be some kind of aggressive rogue. I've seen all kinds of aggressive decks as of late. Did we say greetings? I don't think we said greetings. There we go. So, daggering up. Does the dagger go face? Dagger does not go face. Alright. Did not draw into anything useful, but we could still top deck something here. We could just double Power Word Shield it, I guess. Can't play that right now, but next turn might not be the most awful thing ever, and this is a really awkward thing for her to deal with, at the very least, so don't hate it. And now she can't backstab it anymore. So I don't even know whether I want to heal it at this point. This one is not active right now. So definitely don't want to quit it. That would be a consideration. Do we want to heal this? Not really. I'm pretty content with the taunt right here. Don't hate it. And next turn we could coin the Corruptor, which is pretty good. A lot of rogue minions, well, a decent amount of rogue minions have 3 health. As I 7 Agent and Uttering Farseer in particular. Guess we could face a Tomb Pillager here. Double Fan of Knives down already, alright. Guess we don't have to play around that anymore. We're not coining the Corruptor now, I'm pretty sure. We actually could still. Just to have something to do. Because otherwise it's heal the Twilight Whelp, and that's not really putting on any pressure. We could go for a 2-6 actually. Let's see, if we 2-6 right now, we don't have a dragon for the Corruptor anymore. That seems awful. I really want to keep the Corruptor around now. Let's just go for this in that case. It's really slow. But I guess we have a slow hand. Our Cthulhu is not really doing anything. So, kind of an awkward spot actually, because Twin Emperor is not going to be good on 7. Do we Holy Nova here? I think we Holy Nova here. Ooh, or we Cthulhu. How is that? She's already used both of her Fan of Knives, so getting rid of this is not that easy. We can hit into this. This will have 2 health left, and then we can heal it, or we can hit and Blackwing Corruptor. That will bring this down to 2 health. Am I too sad about that? Not really. I think I'm fine with this actually. And saving the Disciple of Cthulhu, yeah, it'll be a nice surprise, sure. It'll be a nice little surprise. She's probably not counting on that one, so I'm fine with that. This is something she really doesn't want to sap too, so that's also nice. There's the Auctioneer. Okay, can we deal with Auctioneer right now? Not if it gets concealed, unfortunately. But if it does not, well, there's that dream out of the window. We'll have to deal with it next turn, I guess. That's not pretty. I may want to actually play a taunt right now. Am I really that scared about her going face? I guess I could Holy Nova so I can kill it next turn, but that's really ugly. I really don't want to do that right now. I really don't. Something I could do is coin out the Disciple and the Cthulhu's Chosen so I can twin Emperor Veclor next turn. The 2/6 does not have Taunt, so I don't really want to do that right now. I could go up for a single Veclor, I could go for a Holy Nova, so I can kill it next turn. I think I actually like the Disciple plan, just so I can get the Veclor out next turn. That's actually really interesting, but I think that's correct right now. The Divine Shield is also really awkward for her, since she already used both of her Fan of Knives, which would be pretty amazing on this board, I might add. So there's an unexpected turn of events. I don't think it's reasonable for her to go face at this point, so that's pretty nice. She might sap the Cthulhu's Chosen, which is kind of okay with me. Her keeping the Auctioneer around is really awkward, though. I'm expecting a sap to come out. So yeah, the Veclor is still going to do work next turn, regardless. She'll draw some cards, but yeah. So there's the risk in not keeping the Disciple. But we couldn't. Oh, we could actually Disciple plus. That's awkward. Okay, that's pretty ugly. I will admit that's pretty ugly. So we could have Discipled plus Holy Nova this turn. I think we pretty much have to Twin Emperor here, and I guess that means we're dead. That's really ugly. So yeah, I guess she has double sap at this point, or even just single sap, and that would probably still kill us. Wow, that's disgusting. So if I could have coined into Holy Nova Disciple, then the Van Cleef still hits me in the face this turn. I don't know about that. But I guess it could have worked. Wow, that's ugly. I thought we were winning that one. I really did. But I guess that's what Miracle Rogue does. And that's the disadvantage of not running Organized Circle. There's just no room for that in this deck, and it's not something you really want. This is a very, very minion-focused deck. So it can deal reasonably well with something like Zoo, as long as you draw one of your Holy Novas, I guess. Or just get a really good curve. But Zoo has been reasonable. I've playtested a little bit, and I did fight against Zoo. Oh my gosh, 40 minutes already. Well, I guess we'll just give it one more game in that case. Against a warrior, do I really care about the Twilight Whelps? I think I'll let one of them go. Actually keeping the Azure Drake in that case. Yes, Twilight Whelp is just not that impressive against warrior, but it can do some work. Maybe I should have just gone for some bigger stuff, but we could be facing an aggressive warrior deck, and then I'll be happy I have it. So there's two sides to that coin.
Greetings.
You really don't know what to expect when you're facing warrior today. That's kind of a shame. Are we going for Twilight Whelp? Not when he passes on turn 1, right? If it's a tempo warrior, then Fiery War Axe is just going to kill it. We can just play 2 1-drops on the next turn. I think we're passing. I just don't want to give it away for free against the Fiery War Axe right now. Okay, so up against the slower warrior. Then I guess we still don't want to give away freebies, but it could pose some threat against his armor, I guess. And next turn we're coining out this, so we're not playing it. Sure, if he wants the War Axe this turn, that's okay with me. Let's go with that. We can make him think we just top-decked our dragon too. So here's the axe. There we go. At least Cthulhu's Chosen is a little awkward, although I guess he could just have Blood to Acre. Do we want to coin that out then? What do we do next turn if he Blood to Acres? I guess we do nothing next turn. I don't like that. We'll just play it next turn, how about that? Pretty sure we're up against Control Warrior, because a Tempo Warrior would have played something, and a Dragon Warrior would have certainly played something by this point. So that is fine with me. We're going for the Cthulhu. Cthulhu is my shield. Or the Azure Drake. I don't want to play my last dragon. If we top deck something like a Blackwing Corruptor, I would like to be able to play it and get some tempo back. We could make things work against Warrior. Ooh, that's ugly. So he can axe that. That's pretty reasonable for him. That is actually pretty reasonable. Okay, so Azure Drake here. Well, yeah, as long as I don't have to coin for it, I guess it's reasonable. That is not a bad card either, though. Do I just go for that one? I don't hate it on this board. And he might be incentivized to execute it or something. Do I want to play the Northshire Cleric along with it? I don't think so. I'll just be a little mana inefficient. If this is a Tempo Warrior, then he's already not putting on much tempo in the first place, so I guess that's okay with me. We'll see soon enough. So there's either a Blood to Ichor or... what else could he have? A Slime, I guess. Slime would work here. I would be okay with Slime. And if he executes that, then he's not executing something bigger. Although I guess it is one of the bigger things in our deck. Let's be fair here. So Control Warrior, I'm not sure whether Control Warrior... it's probably bad, to be fair. It's probably bad for us. So do we Azure Drake here? I guess we Azure Drake, and then we can coin into Forbidden Shaping next turn. That's not unreasonable. Anything else? No, I'm fine with this. How big is our Cthulhu? We can see over here. He's an 8. Alright. We've got a lot of healing, and we can just beat down with 6/5s. I've done that before. That's not an unreasonable play. I'm using the word unreasonable a lot, am I not? So we could go for the Holy Nova here, I guess. Something like Holy Nova Coin Disciple. I'm not getting a good Holy Nova against the Warrior that often, so I don't hate it. Let's see. Anything else I want to do with a Holy Nova at this point? Not really. And it is a decent usage of the coin, so I guess that's fine. Sure. So coin, Holy Nova, and Disciple, and if he attacks the Disciple with this, then that's also fine with me. Yeah, you're not often getting a good Holy Nova against the Warrior, so this is fine with me. Oh, that's a card. I guess we're not Forbidden Shaping. Yeah, he was already getting some value, but if I entomb that, then I don't have another way of getting rid of that, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't. Well, in that case, we'll have to entomb that. I'm not sure what to expect from him at a later point. Pretty much, it's the Wild West. Control Warriors could be playing anything at this point, so that's a real threat. If I don't kill it this turn, then he's going to get an awful lot of value out of that. So I'm fine with killing it there. That's a pretty good Blackwing Corruptor we've got here, so that makes me pretty happy. Could also... well, I think I'm fine with this. I always want to do this, so that's good. Let's see what you got. You might Shield Slam this. He probably wants to Shield Slam this. He's already used one Execute though, so let's keep track. Let's actually keep track. Our Cthulhu is 12. He's already used one Shield Block. One Execute. I'm not keeping track of the other removals. Expecting a Shield Slam here. So yeah. So next turn we can Forbidden Shaping for 8, which is pretty decent. I'm okay with that, I think. Well, that's also not bad, but I think I'm going for the shaping. It's going to be pretty decent. Oh, well. If only I could shadow step that or something. But a 7-9 is not to be scoffed at. You might have to waste another big removal on that, so either an execute or a shield slam, and that means there's only one left after that. So perhaps we can lure that out with a Twilight Dark Mender. Oh, that's an ugly one. I can't entomb that anymore. Slams it? Okay. Oh, slams his own Acolyte. I guess that works. So, well, he's going to steal that, isn't he? I guess he's going to steal that. How bad is that for me? I guess it's pretty bad. That's gonna mean I have to Shadow Word Death that. Is that really a big problem? How's he doing on cards? He's farther ahead than I am, at the very least, and I don't have a lot of... Well, I have a reasonable amount of card draw, actually. Yeah, I don't know about this. I guess we could play some chaff and see if he can steal that. This is not an unreasonable one either. So we can deal some damage with this, perhaps get him to brawl. If we can get him to brawl, that's actually pretty good. I actually don't hate this. Because he can't get rid of the Sylvanas this turn. So I think I'm okay with this. Let's just play this heal face. See if we can steal him to steal. See if we can get him to steal something other than the 7-9. That 7-9 can do some real work. So he's drawing a card. Perhaps using an execute here. Perhaps not. Either way is fine with me. I could Shadow Word Death that right now. Oh, I guess he's getting rid of that. That's fine. Shield Slam that. Alright. Now we're free to Shadow Word Death the Sylvan. Oh, I guess we're Shadow Word Deathing that in that case. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But that's the second Shield Slam down. Alright. So his armor is no longer relevant. That's something. Let's draw a card. Sure. Do we want to taunt up? I don't think we want to taunt up. I don't really care about this dude. I don't think I care about that dude, no. So he pretty much needs his last execute to deal with Cthulhu. That's correct, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So we're starting the 6-5 beatdown next turn. That's awful. I don't want to see that card. I don't have any weapon removal. Ooh, there's a problem. There's a problem, sir. Do we want to go for the Cthulhu here? I don't hate it. His armor will be gone. He'll be forced to face check it, I guess. Or he could just use a Blood to Ichor. He might not have it. There's a reasonable chance he doesn't have it, right? He's used a lot of big removal. I think we have to try. I think we have to try at this point. Because we can play any minions into a Gorehowl. That's kind of a problem. He's used both of his shield slams, so that's something. And if he has to face check this, then that's pretty good. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that one. Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Oh, why not? Well, okay. That's something. He gets some beasts, though. I'm not sure how happy I am with this. Oh, upgrade on Gorehowl. Ouch. Lightning Bolt face, Drain Life, and Cthulhu still lives. Well, at least we can kill it, right? So that's something. Yeah, sure. Do we care about drawing cards? We don't really care about drawing cards. Oh my gosh, that could go horribly wrong. Well, guess we have to check. If this is a redemption, that's pretty horrible for us. But I guess it's overall not horrible. Okay, let's do it this way. Just draw some cards. See where we go from here. That mind control though, yuck. Yuck. That's a really yucky mind control. And that's the extent of my opinion on that. Well, I guess the durability on Gorhal doesn't really matter unless he's going face with it, right? Have we stolen something? No, we haven't. We haven't stolen anything yet. We could make that work. We could brand into Holy Nova. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, though. Still got 5 attack, 6 attack. Wait, huh? Oh, he did use an upgrade. Alright, alright. That makes sense. So I guess we're just going for this one. Oh, he might have a copy, actually. Do we want to give him a 1-4? Oh, he didn't trigger from this one. That's fine.
I feast upon the light.
So this is fine, right? I think this is fine. Threatens this one. Yeah, sure. Okay, so if we can steal that next turn, that's going to be pretty good, but I am kind of scared about the amount of cards he has in his hand right now. He's running into fatigue rather rapidly, though. Did he play an Elise? Oh, there's a question. I don't think he's playing an Elise. So there's something. So we can brand that one. That doesn't work entirely. How do we deal with that? We could Holy Nova Disciple. We could Nexus Champion. We're taking a bit of damage from that one, but I guess that's okay. He might. Oh, he won't have Venge actually. So we can't get rid of that right now, can we? I think we're going for Nexus Champion in that case. Let's see. We can heal that. That's not going to work right now. Let's see what we get here. That's not the worst card ever. Does he kill us, though? He does not. In that case, do we want to protect it? We can at least try. Waste a little bit of his efforts right now. I guess that's not unreasonable. Sure. Let's go for that. He's 5 cards ahead of us in fatigue, so with the second Dark Mender we can win that way. Should we have? No, I don't think there's any way we could have made that work, right? We can kill that with a Bran and a Disciple next turn. Maybe we should have saved the taunt for. Oh, that's good. Okay, we can work with that. And we can even bite the other one. I don't hate it. It's going to be... We have not attacked yet, right? So that's going to be Noble Sacrifice pretty much always. So I kind of don't want to bite here. Any other options? I guess we just heal our face. See what he's got. That's going to be Noble Sacrifice, because I don't think we checked for that. Could also be Sacred Trial. Oh, he does have the Elise. That's ugly. This might be a hard one, then. This might be a tough one. If we can't keep the board clear for this little bit. Let me think. The brand is not working. Well, at least the brand survives something. It's not great. Well, we kind of want to combine the brand with the Dark Mender, don't we? It's gonna be Monkey pretty soon. I think this is game. Don't know how we can get out of this. Can't... I guess we can brand into Disciple? I don't know. That does nothing, right? In that case, if we're not clearing anything, we can Holy Nova Disciple. Not too enthusiastic about that. Let's just wait a turn and see what he does. He could monkey here, or he can map, I guess. And draw into monkey. If he monkeys, what do we do? I don't know what to do if he monkeys. I guess we can Holy Nova and bite and hope it is not. And hope it is not? I don't know about that. We can disciple into Holy Nova here, which is kind of okay. How about we do? Disciple, Holy Nova, heal face. He's got a 3-1. That's fine with me. He can have a 3-1. And that's going to be monkey time. So what can we do against that? I don't know. Maybe we should have saved the disciple to deal with the monkey. We can't steal any of this? Well, we might... Oh, hello. Okay, what do we still have left? We've got the Twin Emperor that can do some work on this board, I guess. If we brand into Twin Emperor, that's not unreasonable. That's not the card we need right now, though. But perhaps it's the card we deserve. Nothing to steal, that's not good. He's got 12, 14 damage right now. I guess we have to play something like this right now. Can't really wait too long. Let's pass. You still had a card? Oh, that's the second map, of course.
I dream and the world.
He's got some good cards. Maybe I could have won the game if all of his cards were just net bagels or something. I don't even want to know what the chance of that happening is. Yeah. Yeah, that's not working.
Well played. You have best.
Yoxaron. Yoxaron in Control Warrior. Nexus Champion Sarad and Yoxaron. Well, I wasn't expecting that one. In each case, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I do think I enjoyed the deck quite a bit. Might find a way to include something like a Chilmo if you have it. Would really like to do that. Probably replacing the Forbidden Shaping. As much as I like the card, it hasn't proven to be too particularly effective today. So yeah, if you have a Chilmo, probably want to include that. Might also... Yeah, well, we've heard some suggestions. You can rewind and check that out. In each case, if you have any suggestions what deck you would like to see me play next, please leave a comment below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.